Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of episode 2. We have just a few questions that we want to bust out real quick. First, which one do I want to do first? How do you feel about the term or saying being born gay?
So,
I'm ready.
so I think that that question for me personally, I believe that I was born gay.
Okay.
I believe I was born attracted to males as well. So let me just say that, because I think attraction is a spectrum. I'm not like a 0 on women, but like I'm very, 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 very heavily on the male side.
Okay.
But I think I am born gay, and I think that what? Oh, are y'all gagged?
Gagged.
Okay. I mean, see, now I'm the bad guy. But I think that there are as many ways to do it as there are people like in the world. Like perhaps some people are not and they discover it, but for me,
That's
I knew
just how.
very early.
Okay.
Yeah. And nothing traumatic either.
Oh.
Put that
I was
out
about to
there.
get into that because
Yeah.
people love to bring up like nature versus nurture and like this whole thing of did something happen to you? Baby, no. Me, I 100% feel like I was just like someone would be born heterosexual. I never woke up and be like, today is the day I like these men. That was not a case. I think that is what made it so hard for me to connect and be like, no, you're gay and it's okay. Because I was still, blessed. I thought I was bisexual till like my junior year of college.
Okay. Because you were trying to convince yourself you were, or because you thought that you were?
Or were you?
Or were you? Yeah. Can you?
So my little joke is I had 2 tanks. I had women and men. I just think birthday was a crack in this women tank because by the time I got to like my junior year, I was not attracted to women. And I dated girls all the way up until like my sophomore year of college. And I was truly like attracted to this person.
Do those conversations come back up? Like if you with exes?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
They've never
nice.
been messy. But I will say though.
But does it
I would-
matter?
No, it's just been more so
Never
like
mind. I guess that's a question for me, maybe.
Well, and the thing is, but also I think that I wasn't sexual with them
Okay.
to an extent. So yeah, it wasn't anything to that level, and I think that's why it was just like, where are you attracted to? Like, is it this person's energy and their personality?
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't have a choice in the matter. So
Okay.
ain't nobody come around and this is you today, and I didn't pick it. So
Yeah, I think all things can be true. I think there are people who find out, discover, and or mess around and find out.
Right.
Have you define miss? But like I don't know a time I was not gay. Like as young as I can go back, I try to get literal with people, right? Because if you don't want to go as far as to say birth, as far back as my memory goes, and that's to me right around 4, I've been interested in guys. Now, to your point, I've dated both guys and girls. I did like girls. I did love girls. But I've never been sexually attracted, and it goes beyond the act of sex.
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Like that-
We should be grown
that
enough to
level of
understand.
intimacy just never crosses my mind.
Right.
But I did love them genuinely. But yeah, as far as I can go back, I've always been interested in guys.
And I like that you put like something doesn't have to happen to you to be gay.
Yeah.
And I think some people almost feel pity, you know? Like do you feel like that's when you're coming out, do you feel that pressure like, oh, that person is probably thinking like, oh, what happened? Did your parents ask, did anything happen?
No, that's a great question. And
That's a great
yes, my mom did actually ask me. So my dad passed away before I could tell him. But my mom, first of all, she said, duh, when I told her I'm gay. This was like Christmas vacation 2015 or something like that. And she was like, duh. And I was like, LOL. But
That
She
Vine or when the lady was like doing the closet thing, like,
Yes.
yeah, you ready? No, not yet. All right. Okay.
no, I was on the dance team at elementary school.
Okay.
I was wild. But she did ask ultimately, like, if anything happened. And I was honest. I'm like, no, but like, that is something that I think about when I was more public with my sexuality. Like, I know people are going to just assume, especially because I'm from like, again, I'm from South Carolina. I know what the people say.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Especially being
That's
a
why I'm
PK.
asking. Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just, it happens to be
Right.
something that's attached to being gay. And I just want people to realize that it's happening across the sexuality spectrum. Like, I don't want to minimize. I know sexual violence happens to kids. So I do want people to be aware of that. But I don't want them to just think that it's only in the gay community.
Right.
Right? Because that is how it could, like, the cycle continues. You keep thinking it's only gay people, but it's like, babe,
It's
look at them coaches, look at them priests, look
Right.
at look at
Yeah.
every
And
look at the
also
like,
look
look
at
everybody.
the reason why they might have targeted a certain kid.
Yeah.
Because you can probably use what you know that is different about that
Yes.
kid to silence that kid.
Yeah.
To expose. So there's a lot of nuance around all of that.
Yeah.
I do love that you brought up that it's a spectrum though, because I do think like Tatum brought up, you might not have ever been attracted to somebody of the same sex, and then you meet that one person and you're like, there is some kind of energy here, and then you realize, oh, something has been tapped. So, like, dang it. So, but yeah, so something has been awoken, and so I think that's another thing. It's a spectrum. You just never know. So
yeah. Okay, so my next question is a little bit lighter. What is your type?
Couldn't be more different.
And has it
Yes.
has it changed from the
Immediately, yes.
beginning to now? I don't know.
I don't think I have a type. So I think if you look at the people I've dated,
Right.
no one looks. It's a spectrum.
Is there do energies match?
So that's what I was gonna say. My friends would be like, "You don't have a physical type." They all look good, but they'll say, They all look good, but no, they're all ambitious.
Okay.
They're all like very intelligent. They all can have I'm big on conversation. And so they can all go there.
Okay.
And I mean, we can go there talking about ghosts, aliens, trauma, all the things. And so I think with everyone I've ever dated, they have ambition, they're highly intelligent, and they're a vibe. So I can say that's the only thing that they have in common. So I don't really have a type.
What about you?
Well, black love is my type.
Black with a capital B. Yeah, I don't know. My friends used to say that I love really like really feminine guys, and I'm just like,
You got a
I
type.
don't.
I'm not gonna name it though.
What is it, please?
Signals.
Wow. Whoa. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go.
I'm just kidding.
It's
I used
okay.
to pick on Drew like that
He
all the
did.
time when
No,
he was in
that was-
college.
I set
As
myself
an
up.
adult, no, but just
I did set myself up.
you did.
I should have known you was gonna go.
Yeah, because you did ask.
I did. I did it to myself. But no, I love guys that gagged
I was
out.
not expecting that.
I love guys
You
that
wanna
are
say
like
that out?
eccentric. No, this is great. I love guys that are like eccentric, and I love guys that are like kind of weird or artsy guys, or like people that are a little like all over the place. Like I find beauty in like people that are just like real and like in that way. And I love people that know how to, I guess the best way to say is like people who just put themselves out there, who are very outgoing, even if that's with their presentation, great. I like to joke around and say I want to be the Greg Leaks to somebody's Dini.
Okay, I like that.
I wanna
That's
be
a
like,
good. That's a
chill.
yeah.
And
I like that. I like that.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yes,
wrong
that's
with
cute.
Okay.
That's cute.
Not hard on them.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Like,
Are you still finding it, or you just don't know? You meet somebody and you see them and
like these days, yeah. Like,
and that's fine. I feel like that's
I don't even want to say what my type was in college.
Yeah.
'Cause it was
Right.
just very
available. Like,
AC
I don't want to
was
say
approved.
that, but
He was
available.
very light skinned, tall, like, like that's nothing
Yeah.
today. You know what I mean?
Right.
So type physically is not really a conversation. I don't have a checklist for that.
Which I feel
have
like.
what I don't like. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
Okay.
I feel like everybody needs to graduate from a checklist. I remember there was one of my friends. She had a very specific, like, needs to like this, needs to do this. Like,
for sure.
I'm like, how you gonna
Cutting off your blessing.
No,
cutting it
I
off?
think a checklist is okay.
It with certain things, like obviously,
Non-negotiables.
yes,
But
non-negotiables.
certain
Yes.
things you be like,
Right.
come on,
Like for
elevate
you, they got to be able to communicate,
Yeah. Right.
or at least working towards
But those are
communication.
the things that attract me more than these physical things. So
Right.
what am I attracted to? What is my type? Someone that is passionate is number one. I don't care how much money you make. There has to be something that drives you every day. And that is the sexiest thing you can do for me. Someone who is sure. Someone who is a provider. That don't mean you got to take care of me, but you can provide for yourself. Right? Like those are qualities that I look for. Someone who loves community. That's my type. Someone who loves community service. You want to volunteer?
Somebody right now put in their phone all the things you like.
Right. About to slide in the
But someone
DMs.
also who's crazy about me. That's my type. Your energy. Right? So like I can tell you what's gonna make you a no for me more than I can just give you a list of what you have to do. And that's a graduation. I've grown to that place.
Right. So I know that you love Rock Hill and you love like your community. Do you feel like you are okay with like finding what you want in this, like in staying here in Charlotte and Rock Hill? Or do y'all feel like y'all have to go?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, okay.
I mean, because even with my friends, I'm like, you might like need to,
Explore.
right.
But one
And
thing
there's
we all
nothing wrong with
love-
that.
But we all love a plane.
You do. I mean, and if y'all like, I'm sorry, Earl, you be posting good pictures, but their content
Oh,
now.
they be gone.
Their content. I mean, like their trip to not Houston, it was New Orleans. I mean, it was in our group chat. Y'all were in our group chat. Like, look, and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like Teddy and your look was my favorite. I'm sorry, the silver.
The
Yeah.
silver was.
I mean, it was custom too, huh?
Lily, get into the material.
Custom, yes. That's it. Yes. Okay. We could go on and on, but that's it for the second part. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune into their content. Their next episode may be airing sometime soon.
Yeah.
They're busy. They're recording. They got stuff coming out. There's plenty of videos for y'all to watch now. So thank you guys for tuning in.